I didn't say that. But we are live now. So, guys, I am Chris with Jordan's Way Charities. I am on today with the friends of Tift County Animal Shelter girls, monsters, badasses, Leah and Candace. I have never seen a Friends of a Shelter page as big as you guys. So somebody's going to have to get on here in a second and tell me how the heck you guys even got it to 20,000 followers. And you two are the only one that run this page. But before we do that, we had a discussion that we're going to finish right here, right now. So I have 3 dogs. And everybody makes fun of me for the breed of dogs I have. So I'm going to give you both 3 chances to figure out what breed you would never expect me to have. So we're going to start with you. Candace, hit it.
Maltese.
No.
Your turn. My turn again?
Go 3. Go 3.
Oh, a pug.
No.
A lab.
No, I can't say no to that because it's part.
Okay. Your turn, Leah. I gave it away for you.
So we're guessing which dogs you have or wouldn't have.
I have, but nobody would expect me to have them.
Okay, well, you probably have a...
I know it. I know it. I know it.
Go.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. It's your turn.
No, you can take it. Go.
Go ahead, Leah.
Chihuahua?
No.
Poodle?
No. Okay. I have one as mine is a Labradoodle.
Oh.
So what's the other? Give a guess for the other 2. I will give you a hint. Then the other 2 are small.
Go for Candace.
Boston.
No.
Rat terrier.
What is it?
Rat terrier.
No. All right, you girls. Too many guesses.
I think we've guessed them all.
So I have a Bichon Frise.
Oh.
I do have. Say hello. Say hello.
Oh.
Say hello. I do have a Labradoodle and I do have a Yorkie.
I said Yorkie.
You said it off camera. I got you on that one. That was good. Good guess, though. All right, guys. More importantly, though, yes, I have a Yorkie, I have a Bichon Frise, and I have a Golden Doodle. Not Labradoodle. Sorry, it's Golden Doodle. But I am here because I want to really highlight the amazing stuff you guys are doing over there in Tift County in Georgia, which I never believed was Georgia until Michelle told me when I got out of the car when we were there. I didn't realize we crossed the border of Florida. But I'm going to start with you, Leah. How did you guys start the Friends of Tift County Animal Shelter page, and how have you grown it so fast?
Well, actually, Candace probably can start with that one because I was kind of she was the lead and I took the follow.
It was started as a really originally the thought was as a summer project for like my teenage child to take pictures of the animals and try to get them adopted through Facebook.
Right.
And so that kind of, played out and everything. And we just, Leah had me and Leah were school friends and knew each other prior to this, but she's an animal lover. And of course she reached out to me through the page and we kind of, rekindled our friendship and become extremely close. And we've been hard at it ever since.
When did you start the page?
It's been nearly 5 years now.
It's incredible. Yeah. There are people I know with years of rescue pages and shelter pages. You guys have a following that's about 21,000 big. I mean, I don't know if you guys just know how to do it over there in Georgia, but in Florida, like some of the rescues that I'm partnered with, they can't get 5,000 followers. I don't know what they're doing wrong, but you guys are doing something right. I saw the shelter over there as well, and obviously you guys are doing something right there. Can we go into a little detail about the shelter, though? Leah, hit it. Yeah. Sorry.
Ask me a question, and I'll answer.
There you go. Leah, tell me about Tift County Animal Shelter.
Tift County Animal Shelter is a county-funded facility. They take in for Tift County, City of Ashburn, Turner County, City of Osceola, Lenox, and I think we're overflow for a couple of the other smaller surrounding counties. And Candace and I are both volunteer rescue coordinators. When we got started on the page, we started working rescue, finding rescue for the cats and dogs, and the county asked us to be official rescue coordinators, and they have taken us in like family and let us kind of do our thing.
Rachel says, lots of followers up here in Michigan. Love everything you guys do. I did hear a story about what you guys do in Michigan. You guys want to elaborate a little bit about the animals that come from Michigan?
Thank you, Rachel. We work with New Hope Pet Rescue in Michigan, and they are fantastic. They're one of our rescues. We have several that are just really good to us that really help our shelter out. But we do send a lot of our dogs from the shelter to New Hope in Michigan. They actually come down and do their own private transport, and they help us out tremendously with dogs and cats. Mm-hmm. They've recently got a cat branch of the rescue started. So they've taken, I think the last trip they took 16, and the trip before that they took 49. So
oh, wow.
Yeah.
My goodness. One of the things I was yelled at last night, and it was not my fault, it was Candace's fault, but they had said I didn't mention any cats. What's going on here? Getting backlash on my first video.
We're hard at work at it. We're hard at work.
Although you spent a lot of time with the cats when you came to the shelter, which we appreciate.
Yes, they have. There was a lot. Is it considered like kitten season now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We
have to start pushing, guys, as much as we can for the cats. Guys, before we even go any further, I always stress to the community watching to help the friends of Tift County Animal Shelter, especially this page, like them on Facebook. You guys do have an Instagram page too, right?
Yes,
we do. Yes.
Guys, please follow them on Instagram. I can't stress enough how important it is to make their voice louder. I know I'm speaking to two women, and most of the men in their life will tell you that making their voice louder is not, that's the point. They're loud enough. But no, it's super important that we get their pages grown even more than they are, because when they need things, whether it's, it could be anything from fosters to cat food, it doesn't matter. Their voice gets louder. So please like them and follow them on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Terry says, keep sharing your Amazon wish list. Please do share that. How do they find that?
I just updated it today because we're in desperate need for canned cat food. We have so many small kittens that it would be nice to have some canned cat food donations. So I did update the Amazon list. Do I just need to post I can go post the link to it, I think.
Post a link to it.
If I could figure out how to do it.
One of my friends, Erica, just said she just got out of Facebook jail. She was in Facebook jail for a long time. But, she's fresh out. But yeah, I went up there, guys, to Tift County Animal Shelter last week with my friend Michelle from Paw Paw's Pet Rescue, and just an amazing place. But one of the things that Leah did stress was, how she's like, this is a rare occasion. There was only 3 dogs there when I went there, right? Or 3 or 4.
Yeah, there were like 3 on the Holden side and maybe 10 or 15 on the adoption side. Yep. And I was like, you're going to have to come back because we're never, we're never lacking any animals here. But New Hope came down the weekend before, and they were able to take a good bit of the dogs from our shelter. So
yep.
Within a week, I'd say it's full again. So.
Wow. And that's what I was going to say. Like, after 1 week, I mean, you sent me that video, and I was just like, when I went to the video last night, I was looking at it myself. I'm like, how'd they get all these dogs? Like so quick. People don't realize all the work you guys do, and how I always said it. I am completely out of the loop about 15, 16 months ago before I started Jordan's Way, because I never knew how crazy the rescue in the shelters can be. And the community, I don't believe, knows either. That's why I stress all the time on these live feeds to come on with me live, talk to your community, educate them more and more that we can, so they know what the heck is going on a weekly basis. Because, let me ask you a question, Leah. From the minute I left with Michelle to right now, just give me some things that have happened in the last 7 to 10 days.
Well, we received a lot of dogs and a lot of cats.
Yep.
But our shelter is. We actually have a really, and I think you said this when you were there, we have a unique relationship with the shelter. with Candace and I being volunteers, and I think you talked with our director, Russell, and he makes us family, and they really include us, and we asked a lot to running back and forth to the vet for the things that are needed. Candace and I also have Tift Animal Rescue, which is a 501c3. We started to raise money since the shelter is county funded. They aren't able to pay the vetting cost on things, and that's understandable because it's they have a budget they have to go by. So with the help of a 501c3, and we're able to raise money so that we can do vetting and things like that. So we have a really unique relationship with them that they make us, we aren't officially employed there, but they make us a part of their family and give us a lot of credit where a lot of times we owe them too. Because like I said, they do a lot for us running back and forth to the vet, especially.
Yep. So you guys are not getting a lot of love on the comment section. Tish Crib says, love you ladies. Carrie says, two of the most amazing rescue coordinators, Lee and Candace, much love sent from Maryland. Pat said, I'm sorry. Oh, too many messages. Hold on. They're coming in now. Patience Marie says, we're ready to come back.
We're ready for you to come back.
Yes.
Azuri says, stop by Pet Sense. We have a few cases of canned cat food for you guys. That's amazing.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Azuri.
That I can run by tomorrow. That's very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there anybody else? They are in desperate need of canned cat food. We need to get that to them, guys, as soon as possible. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, as I say. Carla Williams, Leah, and Candace do such an amazing job. Does anybody want to say anything about me? One thing, just say hi, Chris. Does anybody know I'm in the room? Pamela Woods says, liked and shared, rescued a wild kitty last. Ooh, I missed that. Where does it go? It went away. Last night. Sorry, that she rescued somebody, a kitty last night.
We have a great community. Tift County, Tifton, the community is they're huge. It's such amazing supporters. Yeah. One of our friends, Lisa Wilmot, did just a Facebook post last year asking for blankets, in the wintertime. And I mean, Walmart, Big Lot, Kmart, literally everybody in town was sold out. We have such an amazing community, a lot of help.
Anytime we put a need out, they always show up.
I wasn't expecting what I just saw. So bunch of wise asses on this feed. I said, anybody want to say hi, Chris? I got Terry, hi, Chris. Carla, hi, Chris. Azuri, hi, Chris. How are you? Patience Marie, I like your haircut. Wonderful. Tish Crib says, hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. Everyone. Pamela, hey, Chris. Devin says, love your new haircut, Chris. What are we talking about? I've had this hair since 7th grade, this hairdo. But yeah, Sherry Bruce says, amazing job, girls. Okay, so Carrie says, thank you, Chris, for giving these ladies a bigger voice. One of the things I do want to ask you guys about, again, you work at the shelter. You started your own Friends of Shelter page, which has 20,000 people on it, but you also have a rescue of your own. Can we please talk about how that started? And I think it's unbelievable. You guys have a side Facebook page to help this shelter. Now you have a rescue that you guys have found a way to kind of raise money because they can't fundraise. And you bring money to, I mean, they must kick your ass on a daily basis. And I mean that in the nicest way. I'm so sorry. I can't get over it because every time I come to places, I find uniqueness in things. And you guys are rock stars, man. You guys it's so unorthodox, some of the stuff you're doing, but it's so uplifting because a lot of community people can do what you're doing. You don't have to work for Tift County Animal Shelter to do a Friends of Tift County Animal Shelter and bring large awareness to them, but you guys did that. So kind of give me, whoever wants to speak, go ahead, but give me an idea of how your rescue started and what people can do to help you guys out.
Well, the rescue idea came mainly, the main reason is, again, so we can raise money and help the sick and injured animals that come into the shelter, the dogs or cats or whatever that's hit by a car, Parvo, puppies that suffer from Parvo, upper respiratory infection. We've done, I know they can look back and see the post we've posted recently about the kitty cats with the severe eye issues where we just have to do some surgical procedures. And we also, try to provide like the needs to the shelter that supplies and things like that they cannot go out and purchase. So main reason we did that was for the funding, but we also, like in emergency situations where we have animals that need emergency foster care, until we can get them off to a place where they can find a home, we sometimes reach out for foster care, transportation, things like that. So
as you guys are growing in terms of trust, I think it takes a lot of trust to get the following that you have. It takes a lot of people believe in you two ladies. They do. And they're on this feed right now and they're commenting like crazy. They believe in you guys. I want to give a shout out also. A lot of rescues that I partner with are on this feed now watching. Raza Perez from the Redlands. She has a rescue called Rescue Me in South Florida. Thank you so much, Raza. I always pronounce this lady's name wrong, but I'm just going to say it. Anne, even though it's Anawa, and I can't say it. But she's from Redland Dog Sanctuary down in South Florida. I'm going to South Florida this weekend to do a lot of stuff with rescues and shelters down there. So I know that we're all excited to see each other down there in South Florida. But Lisa Griffin also says, wonderful ladies. Okay, I will get back to where I was going there. The comments are always important to me because I want people to understand your story, but I want you guys to see how amazing, like this is a testament to what you guys are doing. Like people are commenting like crazy. I don't know if you can see it, but it's amazing what, if you want to watch from another device, you guys can see the comments flying in. But everything you're doing, all this stuff is a testament. Your followers, the comments that are coming in. There had to have been a point, though, when you started your own rescue where you did something, whether it's you raised a lot of money for a dog that needed surgery, you transported a dog across the country. I know something you guys did. Was there a point in this rescue when you guys started it that you guys were like, damn, we're good? Leah, don't do that. You guys are pretty good.
I think on Giving Tuesday, we raised a lot of money for our first ever Giving Tuesday. And I was like, holy cow, people believe in us. And even though we're kind of behind on updating some of the stuff that we got to update on, like, some of the ones that we've raised money for. But also very thankful for Llewellyn Smith, who is with New Hope Pet Rescue. She also helps us. We are running between full-time jobs, family, shelter, our own animals, our own pets. And so a lot of times we don't have time to write our post, and she writes those for us, and she's fantastic. And also we have help from our friend Auburn, who is also fantastic, although she is getting married this month and moving off, but she's a big supporter. So we're thankful for, we just have a lot of people that have really stuck behind us, for just two girls that, they just put their trust in us. And I hope we've proved ourselves, definitely, for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have proved. I'm listening to you and I'm watching the comments because, again, I'm not saying there's controversial comments that come in with other feeds, but sometimes there are. I mean, there's drama in rescue, there's drama in shelters. I'm a very transparent person. You guys will see. I say what I feel. I'm from Jersey.
I learned.
She knows. I say what I feel. I say what's on the mind. But Junior, thank you, Junior, from the Redlands for Dog Sanctuary, for joining us. I can't wait to meet you this weekend, Junior, in South Florida. This is a different feed to be on. Let me ask you a question. How many other Friends of Shelter pages do you know? Don't speak out once, girls.
I don't have time to go look at them.
Well, there's Friends of Cordial and Friends of Nashville.
There's here.
Yeah, there's a couple around.
I know there are some. I'm asking. My follow-up question would be like, do they have the following that you guys have? Do they have the? I've seen them. I have seen them. They're just not as. I went on. If you guys don't know, I went on last night for them just to see. I wanted to see how their feed was at 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock. A couple thousand people showed up to that, like in a matter of 24 hours watching it. That's unbelievable. Like it is. I know you guys may not understand what I'm talking about, but it is unbelievable to see that kind of commitment. And when people see Friends of Tift County go live on their feed, they go to it. I see people go live all the time on my thing. I don't go to it. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I see it. I'll be straight. I don't go to it. But you guys are doing a really good job, and you have to understand you're kicking ass, and people are they're here, like they're telling you on this feed. And I hope you guys go back on this feed, and if you have to answer some questions, answer some questions. But guys, for all the people, because live video is people come in and out throughout the feed. I am sitting here right now talking to Leah and Candace from Friends of Tift County Animal Shelter on their Facebook page. These two ladies started this Facebook page, Friends of Tift County. It's not the Tift County Facebook page, the Animal Shelter Facebook page. They started it themselves. They have 21,000 people on this page that support them. They work for the shelter. They also have their own rescue, which they use as a funding source for Tift County Animal Shelter because they can't fundraise at Tift County. I mean, it's a mouthful what I just said, but it's just think about like regular people can do what you're doing, right?
Yeah, because I mean, actually, we don't work for the shelter. I mean, we're both just volunteers. So, and we welcome all of the community to come and get involved and help us. And I think you asked how we were able to grow our page, and we did a lot of sharing to begin with, and a lot of the groups, and a lot of inviting of all of our friends, and just whatever we could do to sort of get the word out, because being completely honest and transparent, as you say, when we originally started working rescue and the page, which also promotes adoptions, and a lot of people who may not have been lost an animal that didn't know where their pet was, and see it on the page and able to reclaim them. But when the shelter, when we first came along, I mean, they were a 90% kill shelter, and that's what we can actually take a lot of satisfaction and joy in, because I think they're down to 12% on dogs, and I can't remember the rest, but we've cut the kill rate tremendously. And
I was going to go into that because you spoke to that on the property, and I that's a testament to all the people that work there and what you guys are doing. I mean, and I love that you guys will talk about it. There's a lot of shelters and rescues don't talk about it.
I mean, we're honest about it, and the shelter's honest about it. That originally they were, and Russell, director, he's always reminding us of the numbers and what we changed, because he's super proud of the work that we've done, and Mr. Carter, the county manager, and Mike Walker, who was really instrumental in getting us started on being able to do what we're doing. So the county's been behind us, and they've really given us a lot of leeway for just two random girls and volunteers.
Yep. Tish says, I need to do what they are doing for my county. I'll reach out to them. I have a feeling you're going to inspire a few people to kind of make these pages, because, like I can't imagine, like, this is very simplistic to do. I mean, it takes a lot of hard work, but, like, do it for the animals. Like I always say, share, like when you guys are watching these videos with me, I always stress to the communities, the more you share, the more that their story gets told. I do want to speak about, the conditions of the shelter right now, in terms of you guys are overloaded with cats right now.
Yes.
When I was there a week and a half ago, I think it was, there was a lot of kittens there.
Yeah.
And last night when I went live afterwards, I got yelled at for not mentioning the kittens, the cats.
Well, we're working on a video for them too. That was my first video that I've ever, or pictorial I ever put together. So it was kind of just an experiment.
How did you do it, by the way? Because you did a really good job.
Oh, thank you. I can't give my secrets away.
Are you joking right now? We're on live video. Can't be hiding things.
I don't remember, actually. It was sorry, I have dogs in my face. Hop down, Jared, boy.
So Candace, I'm sorry.
No, I'll have to look up the app for you, because it would be one you probably would like.
Yep. So Candace, one of the things I always stress too on the first videos I do with people, the community doesn't know you personally all the way through. And I think that the more they get to know you ladies, I think the more that they're going to just trust everything you say. And every time you post something, I think to know who's posting those things, I think people relate better. And, it's getting personal now, because they're going to get to know you two girls talking on video. So how did you start off in the animal welfare industry? Like, where did this come from? As like a little girl, or did you just get into this later in life?
I've always been an animal lover. I mean, my parents can tell you so. I always had dogs, cats. I raised squirrels in my bedroom, and you name it. I mean,
Did you just say squirrels in your bedroom?
Yeah.
What the hell do they do in Georgia?
Raised a lot of things, but yes, lots and lots of squirrels, and we've just always had animals around, and I've always wanted to protect them, and for all of them to have a happy home, and it's always been a thing for me.
That's how I've always been an animal lover, but I could not tell you anything about the animal welfare industry until about 15 months ago. And it's why I also like to talk to people in your guys' shoes, because a lot of the people in the communities don't know anything about what you guys do on a daily basis in terms of it's a hard job.
Very hard.
It is not easy. I mean, I say it on every feed to every person. I said, you guys are like, because it's mostly like dominated by women. Every rescue I go to the shelter, it's a lot of women. And I always say, like, for the ones that go out there and they rescue the dogs, and you guys are, you don't know what one dog's going to do when you go up to a new dog that comes in. You guys are like the prettier versions of like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like, that's what I always say. I'm like, they're like the prettier versions of them. But I used to watch that show all the time. That show was awesome back in the day. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show, but it was pretty good. But I wish you guys can see the feed right now, because it's like, there's a lot of comments.
Sorry, my camera was sideways.
Sherry says, just think, two girls started this rescue. Just amazing. Are you guys like paying these people?
We can't see it.
I can't see it.
When you guys see this, you're going to be like, what? There's so many comments.
It's because we're so nice.
It might be. Even though I came into their shelter and they had this whole lunch thing going, and they didn't offer me anything but a ketchup packet.
You gotta blame the staff for that. That's on them, yeah.
What's that?
I wasn't there.
You know what? You know what I ate at a gas station? I had a pork sandwich from a gas station. That's how hungry I was when I left.
From a gas station around here?
It was. I was so hungry. I had to eat something. So Amy Grasso says, so many babies in Michigan happy because of them.
Thank you, Amy.
How did the partnership even come together in Michigan and you guys?
Go ahead, Leah. You know this one.
Oh, this is a good one.
So there was a poor little pregnant dog running around Tifton that everybody was taking pictures of and trying to catch. And animal control was able to get her and bring her in. And she was found on Brighton Road in Tifton. And she was scared. She wasn't feral, but she'd been on her own for a while. And she had puppies at the shelter. And so we posted her just in need of rescue. And Denise, the president of New Hope, stepped up and she's like, we'll take her. And I'm like, this was 3.5 years ago. And I'm like, they're in Michigan. Like, how are we going to get this mom with puppies in Michigan? And she's like, we're going to drive to get them. I was like, to Tifton, Georgia? And she did. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I learned about. I mean, when people say transport, it ain't like down the street. Like, some of these people are transporting animals across the country. And I think that's another part of the whole industry that I'm just like, I don't get it. And most of them, like, I just don't understand how so many people, like dog lovers like myself all my life, we're so in the dark of everything you guys do.
Yeah, we send to Michigan, and we work with Fly With Me in Canada. And Candace, go ahead and tell them we send up to Canada.
Yeah, they make a monthly pull from us, approximately about 30 dogs a month. And
wow.
At the end of the we prep for about 3 weeks, getting the dogs ready to go and the things that they need, their health certificates and shots and bedding and things like that, for them to be able to transport up. And they actually hire a paid transport to take them from Tifton to New York, and then they drive from Canada down and pick them up from New York in a they rent a van and pick them up from there and then take them up, and they literally find the most amazing homes up there.
Wow. So Joe Wood says Homestead, Florida to Canada transport transport 27 drivers, 2 overnights, 3 days. Wow. That ain't the typical road trip I used to do in high school. My goodness.
But we do a lot of times we do need like a local leg of transport. Like you'll see us post like from Tifton to Valdosta to meet another leg of transport that's going to a closer rescue or to make or so. So a lot of times you'll see us post looking for a local person to step up and just get them a little ways down the road so they can, be on their journey.
Right. Sherry says, whoa. I think that was the reaction I usually have too. I'm like, it's just like some of this stuff, like the animal welfare community is like this big. And then I feel like then there's the rest of the country that doesn't know anything. It's like when I walked into social studies back in high school, like I just knew nothing. Like I just, no, but it is true. Like, it's like, there's so much. So Rhonda says, my friend adopted Brighton. She is now an emotional support baby for her 12-year-old son. They love each other so much. She's always there for him. That's awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Sherry says, oh, sorry.
Thank you so much. She was a special girl. I mean, I fell in love with her, and she was just an amazing dog. And bless her heart, she had been running around for a while, and people were taking pictures of her. And then, like I said, it was she is the reason that we were able to establish our relationship with an amazing rescue. So we've been fortunate. We've had some really good rescues that we work with.
Yep. So Sherry says, and I want you guys to explain this comment. She says they need a van.
We'd have to have a driver too.
But are you guys?
Sherry is, because if it's Sherry who?
Sherry Bruce.
Oh, your mom.
What is she doing? You gotta announce yourself, Sherry.
Her job. She can drive our van, Leah. Mama can drive the van.
I was thinking.
Oh my. So, Leah or Candace, I want the community to know this because it's important. What are some of the barriers you're facing right now with either your rescue or the shelter?
Candace, go ahead.
You go ahead.
I don't know any. Tell me what you're thinking. Like, what do you mean?
Are you guys having issues with funding? I know you guys mentioned cat food. I know you guys mentioned transport. I mean, what are like the immediate things right now that you guys can tell your community, like, we need to like help, we need to step up?
Well, it's Parvo season, so that's always the time of year that we get a ton of Parvo dogs. And a big shout out to Branches Veterinarian Clinic. We would not be able to do the work we do. We would not be able to treat as many as we treat without them. And I know they probably cringe every time we send one over, like, here comes another one. And but all of the vets there are fantastic. Dr. Kurt Branch, who has he's always, and his wife Julie. I mean, I can text either one of them, and my gosh, there was one night they were having a what was it, Candace? They were having like a wedding shower, and we had a sick dog, and they drove up there at midnight, met us, and took the dog in. And so, like I said, they Dr. Aldridge, Kelly Aldridge, and Angie. They're just, the vets, they're great. The staff is great. We call them and ask them for 500 printouts, and they'll get it for us. But, right now, especially because we do see a lot of Parvo in this area, and we send a ton, as many as we can save, and, then we send them over and have them vetted. So always the funding behind that, and transport. Candace, you can talk about that because we're always in need. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm so sorry to cut you off, Candace. Is that Cecilia?
Yes, she's at Branches. She's a vet tech. She's amazing.
She said, woohoo, Branches Veterinary Clinic. She said, we never cringe, Leah Robbins. Always love helping y'all out.
They're fantastic. And Cecilia's great. She is. I mean, and I got to say, like, people turn in animals to them too. And I mean, they're the first to call and ask us, hey, can you guys find a rescue? Can you save these? They'll say, somebody dropped these ought to be euthanized, and we don't want to euthanize. So, they're big support of us too. So
she's a rescuer herself too.
Yes, she is. So she's great.
That's fantastic. So when I asked that question about barriers, Amanda Sims kind of chimed in a little bit. And she was mentioning how we've been on this feed for 35 minutes and no one has said hi to Chris again for the last 20 minutes. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say that. But no, she said, Amanda said fosters and funding. Yes. Can we talk a little bit about fosters? Like how can they become a foster with Tift County Animal Shelter?
Well, the shelter doesn't have a foster program. That's another reason we formed the nonprofit REST organization. So we are licensed to set up foster homes. And we do that when we absolutely need to here, especially like I said, a lot of it is short-term stuff. So if we have an animal that, is sick, or especially like bottle-fed kittens and things like that, especially right now in this season, sometimes we'll need some bottle feeders to step up, or just to place a dog that's been vetted, that's sick, that's waiting on transportation to the next rescue group that's going to place them. Okay.
Patience Marie says, pretty sure they were also out of peanut butter last time we were there. Vital for distracting dogs while you draw blood.
I brought quite a bit of peanut butter not so long ago, and we're thankful because she's right. That's exactly what we do. If they get, if dogs can get a little antsy when it's time to draw their blood to heartworm test them. So Dr. King taught me the peanut butter trick. She's like, oh, you'll just need a craft stick and some peanut butter and you're good to go. And she was right.
Cecilia from says that squeezed cheese works great too.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can I tell you guys a really funny story?
Please.
All right, so this is typical, like when you learn on the job. When I started Jordan's Way and I'm learning different things inside of shelters, rescues, all those kind of things. Because Azuri says we have KMR for you guys to also at PetSense.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so when I had talked to a rescue in South Florida, I said, what do you guys need? And their response was, we need KMR. Now, KMR is my initials, Christopher Michael Rotunda. And I stupidly was like, the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Like, what are these? Like crying. I'm like, this is great. And they're like, no, KMR. And I'm like, oh, got it. Like I looked really dumb, real quick.
Well, we will take both KMRs. We do appreciate you doing this for us and helping us. This is our first live video, so we're a little nervous, not quite sure.
I know. The way that Leah's sitting, it looks like she's squeezing the phone. Like she's like,
oh, well, I'm sorry. I've got dogs like all around me in the chair, so I'm trying to like.
But no, girls, I'm telling you, your community likes to hear from you. So like on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, we can do these videos and, just tell your community also what happened in the last 7 days. People don't realize how crazy of a job it can be. Like there's things that happen in just 7 days that you guys are like, my goodness, like I don't have this much happen with my children.
Well, Celia probably can answer because I think she's had a couple of ours that we've sent over and she sent a couple back with them, additions. So.
Oh my goodness. So Candace, I'm sorry. Marcel says, Candace, Reese has recognized your voice. Too cute.
Oh.
Reese is in Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ashley Miller from Muddy Paws Rescue in South Florida says, Georgia, ? Yes, they are in Georgia. Tifton County, or Tifton is the city, right?
Yes.
Okay, Tifton, Georgia. Again, Ashley Miller, they are amazing. Also, Michelle from Dog Tolly Dog Rescue in South Florida, as well as here. Guys, this is Leah and Candace from Friends of Tift County Animal Shelter Facebook page. They also have, name your rescue again, guys, I'm sorry.
Tift Animal Rescue.
Tift Animal Rescue. So, guys, you guys have Facebook and Instagram too, correct?
Yes.
So please go to Tift Animal Rescue on Facebook and Instagram. Like them and follow them, guys. I know I said this before, but again, there are people that come on here after the fact, so please don't yell at me for repeating some things. Leah, don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling.
Don't yell at me.
Only when the camera's off.
Okay, deal.
Hey, I just got to tell you, there's nothing more impressive than the pictures I have of you laying on the shelter floor with our dogs. We don't see that often.
I thought you were going to say something else about one of the dogs peeing on me.
Well, that too.
That was
I
cool.
also have a picture of. Yes.
I got that picture too. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. It's a beauty for sure.
Picked up Prince and he was holding him, and then when he put him down, it looked like Chris had an accident and not the dog.
Yeah, it was real. It was real. Michelle from Paw Paw's Pet Rescue has joined the feed. Michelle, what are you doing, girl? Where you been? All of a sudden, we left each other. She stopped talking to me. I think she blocked me.
Oh, no.
I'm just kidding. No, Michelle from Paw Paw's Pet Rescue is another rescuer out of the North Florida area. They do work together, her and Leah, with some things. And I also, wait, Prince or Connor, or what's the dog that is coming?
I'm sorry, Connor. Yes, Prince was the old name. Connor's the new name.
Well, it's going to be another name because the person that's actually adopting has promised me, because we're putting it in writing. The new name will be Jordan. There's so many Jordans out there now. I'm like, listen, if you want this dog, you want this cat, you want this rabbit, you want this parakeet, you want this horse, it's Jordan.
Yes, Michelle said there's too many Jordans, so we can't have any Jordan.
That's awesome. But I was trying to say, too, for anybody that's come on here that doesn't know these two women, guys, I think you guys are incredible. This is a Friends of Tift County Animal Shelter page. They started 5 years ago, has over 20,000 people on it. They do this for Tift County Animal Shelter, plus their own rescue, Tift Animal Rescue. So please like both pages on Facebook and Instagram. They also, you guys run the fostering for them. And guys, what are you guys going to do if you leave? What are they going to do? Look at that face. What is that face? Leah's like, I don't know. Listen, you don't have to answer that question. We know the answer. Like, you girls are like the golden gooses over there. You guys are no joke. Like, I feel like what's going to happen if something happens here? Like you guys are like, we're going to go work for like Humane Society of the United States or something. I don't know. You get a bigger thing, bigger platform, but you guys are just killing it out there. But so for those, God, stop. Is anybody going to talk about me? Anybody? I'm actually feeling bad about myself. Just kidding. Everyone's talking. You guys got to see this feed. Like, it's very impressive. It's very impressive. Like, honestly, like, these people, like, they keep coming in. They're all saying, do you guys know Miranda Kelly?
Yes, I love Miranda.
These two are seriously the best. Thank you, Miranda. And please help them also grow by sharing this as much as you can. If you're watching this feed, guys, the only way you can help them even grow bigger is by sharing this. It's super important that we share. Also, I want to put in the feed real quick the video from last night. Can you see it? Oh, yeah. I'll put it on mute, but I want everyone to see. These are the animals that are still there. Maybe some got adopted already. Yep,
some adopted, some rescued, but I'm sure that they've been replaced with new. So.
Oops, I gotta shut that sound off though.
Remember the pictures of Jetty at the shelter? Yeah.
But yeah, these are just absolute awesome animals. I was trying to figure out a way. I don't know why the sound is playing though.
Yeah, I'll do better next time. That was my first. It was an experiment.
No, I was super impressed. It's very good.
We won't put the music on the next one.
That's okay. I know there's a way to shut the music off. I just have to figure it out without throwing the computer. Just kidding. I wasn't going to throw the computer, Candace. Candace looked at me like, what? You're going to throw the computer? This is great. This guy's fantastic.
I got to hold this phone.
What's that?
I couldn't use my computer. I got to hold this phone.
Yeah, well, you got to teach us how to do it from our computers because
I like it.
Use the phones because we couldn't figure it out.
Sherry said it would be awful if they were not there. So important. Thank you, Sherry Bruce. Lisa Walma says just thrilled all of the hard work they are doing is finally getting out there. Absolutely. Like, you guys are a hidden secret.
Appreciate it. And Lisa's a huge supporter of ours and does a lot for us as well. So, hey, she is the reason that I was telling you a while ago that all the blankets in Tifton were sold out. She made one post, and next thing you know, Walmart's like, we'll have to wait on the next shipment to get here.
Wow. Rachel says AJ is tilting his head when Leah talks too. He said thank you. That is awesome.
Rachel.
I'm still upset that I can't figure out how to mute this.
Rachel was a foster fail with your boy AJ, Candace.
Yes.
Oh, very cool. So is there an animal at Tift County Animal Shelter that has been there a little too long that you guys want to kind of talk about?
Yes. So yeah, talk about
you go ahead.
No, your favorite boy. Your favorite. You bathed the other day.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
You name him Jordan.
Yeah.
And remember, Chris and Michelle said, no, you couldn't name him Jordan either. He's the one I got. I got him out, and I would say he's a no with kitty cats because Chris was on a live, and the cat's like running like a little kitten running across there, and he's like, you know. But yeah, he came in. He was dropped off or found by one of the vets here from Tifton. Lauren brought him over from Quailwood, and he was covered in so much dirt. So we gave him a good bath, and I was bathing and bathing and bathing and bathing. And Candace is like, "Did you disappear?" I'm like, "It's the dirtiest dog I've ever seen."
He literally had sores all over him just from being eat up by the fleas. I mean, he had to get out and get into a home.
Yeah, he's an older dog. He's probably 5 or 6. I mean, he's not young, and he's so sweet. And I would have sent him to 2 patients a couple weeks ago, but his hole wasn't up yet. But he's a sweetheart.
Hey, Candace, one of the things we haven't elaborated much on, I know we talked about it a little bit. Tell people why it's so important to become a foster and how rewarding it can be.
Yes, becoming a foster is very rewarding because, especially like I said, on these little bitty infant kittens and things like that are like an emergency basis. Those just cannot thrive in a shelter environment. There's just too much upper respiratory infections going around, and they're so vulnerable, and their immune system is just too weak to withstand staying there very long. So it's literally life-saving. I mean, you're literally saving a life when you open your home up temporarily for an animal in need.
One of my biggest things that I see with a lot of shelters around my area, I live in Tampa Bay area, but it's just the behaviors, how different they are. I've done, you guys probably saw me on the Dodo. I've done stunts where I've stayed in shelters for 72 hours. And, I will tell you, after the first night, I was pissed. I wasn't, I was just like, this is terrible. Like this is like, it's just like when you're put into that space for such a, it's hard. So I always say, don't judge them by the way they react when you first come in there and they're behind the kennel barking at you. It's like, listen, if I can bark, I'd do it too. Yeah. People are coming in, but you take them to a house, you get to see their actual behaviors. Because I always say that profile card is probably 50% accurate because you don't know how they're going to be, at home when they realize they're home. They're not going back. This is home, or even if it's a foster, it's a temporary home or something like that. I mean, I've seen the behaviors change for some of the animals that I've known personally behind the kennels. And then they go to the fosters, and it's like, wow, if you look at the profile card and see what this dog is after a couple of weeks, it's like, gee, it's not even close. I'm not saying they're not close, but it's like, it is incredible. It's incredible what fosters can do for the communities and do for the animals at these shelters and rescues all across the country. So if you guys are thinking about being a foster, please reach out to these 2 young ladies. How can they reach out to you guys again?
Through the Facebook page.
Yep.
It's probably the easiest, or through our personal page, either of those.
Or email. Have an address, tiftrescue@yahoo.com.
Say that email again. I'm sorry, Candace.
tiftrescue@yahoo.
Okay, it's tiftrescue@yahoo.com, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're breaking up for a minute there, Candace. So.
It's tiftrescue@yahoo.com.
Perfect. So Michelle says, I love you ladies. Got to do nighttime meds. See you soon. I hope so, because I think Connor Prince/Jordan is going to Michelle, right?
Yes. Because your friend's adopting, right?
Yeah, she's going from your place in Georgia to her place in Hilliard, Florida. And then she's going to be living in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, wow.
I know. She's going to, yeah. My friend lives in Illinois. I just don't know if it's Chicago. I just think there's only one city in Chicago because I don't know anything about it.
Oh, wow.
So I say Chicago for every city.
Well, she'll have to keep us updated and posted.
Oh, she will. Trust me. She's got, it's mandatory. She's got a very large following, and I'm like, you must post. You must post it. But yeah, that's just one story. I love that we were able to influence one adoption while we were sitting there the other day. But that was a really good dog, even if it did pee on me. But no, it's I was gonna show a couple of the pictures that I had with that dog. So cute. But I will send that in a second. Leah.
Yes.
I love calling your name because my daughter's name is Leah, and she's 2. She doesn't speak yet. Like, but when I say it, I hear yes. I'm like, Leah, and yes, like she's talking. I have a special needs daughter who's very muscular delayed, so she might not speak. She's partially deaf, but if she does speak, just to hear Leah and then yes, it's like,
She's so cute.
Oh, thank you. So what's your long-term goals for your rescue right now?
Oh gosh. Probably just to continue to build our base so that we can, be able to provide more for the shelter. And again, they're county funded, so they're on a budget and they're not able to, it's not that they don't want to, they're just not able to, it's funded by taxpayers, and you have some taxpayers who may want their money to go to the animals and some who may want the roads to be fixed. And so not that they don't support the animals, it just maybe that's something that they have more of a passion for. So we just to continue to grow and be able to raise funds and help the ones in need, and continue to make Cecilia cringe when we send somebody over. So, but yeah, I would definitely say that. Yeah.
I love that. And Candace, I'll let you chime in too. Like, what is your just that long-term vision for TIFF Animal Rescue?
Long-term vision, I just want to be able to give every animal that comes through there an opportunity to get a good home, and euthanasia to be off the table. Yep.
Sorry, I'm moving screens around a little bit, guys, because I wanted to show the dog Prince Connor / Jordan. This is the cutest picture that had on my Instagram, it had 1,300 likes. But this is just the cutest.
Oh.
I don't know what did it. It's either the bald head or the dog.
I'm going with the dog. So you're welcome.
What'd you say?
I said, I think I took that picture, so you're welcome.
You always want to take credit for everything. Everything.
Hey, I did give you credit for laying on the shelter floor, okay?
You make a great point. And let me tell you something right now. I might have that picture. I am not sure. I could be lying, but I might have that. I do have that picture.
I think pictures.
What's that?
I met Candace. I was like, whoa.
You don't see that every day.
Ew.
Oh my goodness.
You want to do that? Okay, you can get up now.
Hurry.
Thankfully, Brandy had just cleaned.
That's all. So Sherry Bruce says donations through the rescue. I think she wants to know how to do that, right? Is she trying to tell you to mention how to donate through the rescue?
Through the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They can send donations to the Facebook page. Is that what you said? I'm sorry.
Donate button that they can click on there to donate to the rescue. Okay,
perfect. I just love the you guys have such a funny way of working around the system of they're county funded, but it's we're going to start our own rescue and help fund them. That's awesome. That. I don't know why more people didn't think about that. I don't think you're smarter than me, but damn, you beat me on this one. But no, I think it's impressive. It's very impressive what you guys did. What you guys do, you find a way to make a new Facebook page for them. You're funding for them. You're doing the fosters around it. It's holy moly. What is there anything else I'm missing that you guys do outside of Facebook fostering and even fundraising for them? Oh, you do transports.
Well, we took the photos of the dogs and cats there. We do a lot of the dog testing, see if they're dog friendly or cat friendly, and we help with the shots and heartworm testing and whatever we can contribute to.
Very cool. I'm trying to get that other picture on here, but I can't. I don't know why. It's not going on there. I'm just getting all upset about it. So Lisa Walmart. Sorry, I said Walmart. Sorry. Lisa's like, can he read? No. She said, give the mailing address for donations for those who don't donate online.
2207.
Hold on, I'm going to write that in the comment section. 2207.
Belmont, Belmont Avenue. Tifton, Georgia.
Tifton, Georgia.
31794.
31794. So, ladies, we have been on for almost an hour.
Wow.
That was pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised people haven't, like checked out, tired of us by now.
Oh, stop it. There's 40 plus people looking at you right now.
Thank y'all.
In real time. So, I don't know if I should say that comment. Is that a bad comment? Better not donate money. Better to donate money straight to them and not to the county. They will not get it if it goes to the county. I'm not going to get in trouble for reading that, right?
No. I think what she means is if you donate directly to the shelter, because it's a government entity, and the director explained to me the other day that they have a certain amount that they can take in every year, and once they cap that income, then they're not allowed to take any more money in during the year. So that would include adoptions and things like that. So the money that if you donate directly to the shelter, it has to go to the county general fund, and that's just because that's the way that government set their things up like that. I guess he explained it to me. I don't fully comprehend it, or maybe I was just lost somewhere along the way when he was talking. But so yeah, if you donate it directly to the shelter, then it has to go over to the county. So that, like I said, the reason of us started, the 501 or nonprofit is so that the money can go back to the animals, and it's a tax write-off. So.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, we've been going for an hour, and I think you guys still have an amazing following watching you guys. I can't imagine what these people think now that they even get to know more about you guys, and hopefully we can do this more often. Like next week, I'd like to talk about a weekly thing where we can talk about, maybe somebody had mentioned maybe like a virtual fundraiser. I mean, those I've never tried them, but I'm game. Yeah. And then I know we spoke to Leah about me coming back up there, which would be a lot of fun if you guys want to do something like that.
Yes, that'd be great.
But you guys got to point me in a direction of a good food place, because last time I had pulled pork out of a gas station.
We'll arrange lunch.
Yeah.
What's that?
We'll pay for it. We'll take you out. Oh, we owe you a steak because you're wanting to go to the steakhouse, and you didn't go that day. Remember?
I do remember.
Steakhouse here. I was like, yeah, we actually have like 3. So yeah, for sure.
Oh, geez, we got to do that. Erica says, ladies, you need to keep doing these live interviews. You're honest and transparent. People relate to that, and I think we all enjoyed this and want more. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Yes, very nice.
Butt kisser.
We had never done before, and when you were talking about last week, I was like, oh my, I don't know about going live, but we appreciate you doing it and setting it up. Maybe we can figure out from our computers by next week.
Patience says, come on a transport day.
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Gosh.
Yes.
That'd be fun. I can do that. I can drive far.
Okay. Like on a Saturday, and it's a lot of fun for sure. Seriously.
I require coffee, Skittles, and Starburst.
We got it covered.
Pink and red Starburst, and the red bag of Skittles. Just kidding.
Yeah, write it down.
But no, I do allow everybody that gets on the feed to give the final take. So who wants to give the final take about Friends of Tift County Animal Shelter, Tift Animal Rescue, Tift County Animal Shelter, anything you guys want to speak about, that final take to let the people know who are watching, anything.
Well, I'll let Candace do the final. So I'll just say thank you to you, Chris, and to our rescues. There's a ton to me to name. Our rescue partners that help us a lot. And to Branches Veterinarian Clinic, who we couldn't make it without them, and to all of our supporters and the people who donate, the people who share, the ones that show up at our events and help us because we're always in need. So, Candace, I did when Chris was at the shelter. I did the end. So you go ahead.
No, forget it.
No, you got to do. What was it, Chris?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say nothing because I know how scared.
What was I supposed to say? I was supposed to say something out.
What is it?
At the shelter, I did the end for you. You said for me to say, and we're out or something like that.
No. What she really means to say is, Candace, can you stand up?
He doesn't remember what we're talking about, but oh yeah, you do. Yeah. So he can floss.
I can't floss.
Yeah, we'll let you finish it up with your floss.
Candace, I know you can floss.
I can't. I really can't.
She goes, no, not going to happen. You got teenage kids. They can floss.
I have one. She doesn't do it either.
Damn, I thought I was going to get him. I thought I was going to get him. But,
go for it.
No. Chris have to do it.
Chris, go for it.
Dude, I stink. I can do it in my chair. Like, I can do, like, something like that. I can't do it. I do have to
stand up and do it. You did it at the shelter. It was great.
It was terrible. I will do it because I don't say no to anything. So, Candace, do you want to give a final take?
No, I think Leah's right. I mean, we couldn't do this alone. It takes everybody doing their own little part, and all the wonderful relationships that we've made all over the United States and Canada with groups that come to our help when we send out a call, and adopters showing up to adopt these animals. Also, if there's somebody local that's looking for a dog to adopt at our shelter, and they come in and they don't see the type of dog that they are looking for on our adoption wing, please reach out and send us a message and let us know the type of dog or temperament of dog or size of dog or color of dog or whatever it may be that you want to fit into your family, and we love to match make. So we will definitely, be on the lookout for a dog just for your family.
It may take us a couple of weeks, but we will do it for sure.
We get all kinds that come through, and we're sure to find something that will work with your family.
Yes, and thank you to also, before I forget, Tracy DeCinco, who also networks for us, posts a lot of our dogs for rescue. She also has her own Rescue Freedom Bridge, and she raises money and does, anytime we have her, she posted, I think, a dog for heartworm treatment that we sent to Fly With Me in Canada last month, and within an hour, she had the entire amount raised. So we have a lot of supporters that also help us network too. So thank you.
There is a large request for a young lady named Gabby. Who's Gabby?
A what request? Gabby's
a request for Gabby to floss. Who is Gabby?
Oh, Gabby's my daughter.
Gabby!
I don't know that she's watching me right now. She's in there.
Oh, she's probably hiding somewhere. She's like, I ain't doing that. Crazy bald guy. But no, guys, I will wrap it up as well. It's been an hour and 3 minutes, and these girls were so afraid to come on here today, and obviously they killed it tonight. So again, girls, thank you so much for everything you're doing. We're going to be doing this next week again. I don't care what they say. I do a lot of stuff with other rescues with rescues in Florida, like Big Dog Ranch. We do Foster Fridays, Tough Tuesdays for hard dogs to get out. I would love to do some kind of weekly segment with you guys. We can call it whatever we want. We can call it, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a name, and I can't think of anything funny.
You can wait until next week.
We can wait till next week.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, I told you what to do. It's start sharing. It takes a finger prick. Share as much as you can. Get these videos out there for people to know. Friends of Tift County Animal Shelter. These two young ladies, Leah and Candace. Also, follow them on Instagram, Tift Animal Rescue on Instagram and Facebook. Like them and follow them. Let's get their voices louder. Thank you, Raza. They did do great from Rescue Me. Raza, you're the best. But girls, thank you so much for tonight. I appreciate you coming on with me, and I will be in touch.
Yes, thank you. But before you go, you got to floss.
Damn, I thought you were going to forget. I was going real fast. All right, guys, see you guys later. See ya.
Not hardly. Not even pants.
You know, I just had to feel. I was like, oh, do I have pants on? I'm just from the waist up. Sorry. I had that thought in my head. I'm like, all right, yeah, everything's good, right? All right, so this is what we're going to do. Okay. This is really bad, but I'm going to make the attempt. Ready?
Go for it.
All right, so it's like this. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Good job.
That was terrible. I'm out of breath. All right, guys. If you guys didn't hear also, please subscribe to my Jordan's Way Charities YouTube channel. If you don't do it, Leah usually gets very upset, and then Candace gets physical. So just figure out a way to subscribe. It's one click. It's free to do, and you get notified whenever I put these videos up. Everyone's saying, great job, ladies. Thank you for not telling Chris, great job. But girls, thank you so much for tonight, and I will talk to you guys. Everybody have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.